Now, the two leading COVID vaccines are mRNA-based, which is something that has been studied since the 90s, but it's not yet been authorized for human use prior to 2020. And of course, we're talking about Pfizer and Moderna here. Brian Hoffman spoke to health officials as well as the public to learn more.
Both Pfizer and Moderna have already applied for emergency use authorization for their COVID-19 vaccine candidates, and both use a process involving messenger RNA, or mRNA. But what exactly does that mean?
It's not a live virus that we use that causes the COVID-19, but we use a piece of the COVID-19, and that's what the pharmacies use to create the vaccine that we're using, so that it would trigger the immune response.
Basically, the vaccine transfers molecules of synthetic RNA into human cells. Once inside, the mRNA reprograms cells to produce foreign proteins that would normally be produced by a pathogen, such as COVID-19, for example.
Create what they call a spike protein. And what that spike protein does is when the muscle cells produce that, it triggers your body to say, that shouldn't be here, and that creates an immune response.
Once absorbed by the cell, the mRNA is destroyed and makes no actual changes to your DNA. Now, once it's approved by the FDA and becomes widely available, health officials are urging the public to get vaccinated. While most of the people I spoke with today are excited and ready to receive the vaccine, Health Freedom Nevada, a group of parents who advocate for constitutional rights and religious freedom when it comes to medical procedures, says they are worried about the state of the vaccine and the lack of liability if something should go wrong.
What are the risks? And with this vaccine, we really don't know what the risks are yet. Whereas we do know from the data with the virus itself what some of the risks are. So that needs to be an individual choice, and it always should be protected as an individual personal choice.
It hasn't properly been researched, and so I'd rather not be the guinea pig myself.
Some of the public says not getting vaccinated could cost lives.
They are putting their neighbors at risk. They're putting their relatives, their family at risk because they are not taking a vaccine.
Covering the story, Brian Hoffman, 2 News.